Hello, everyone. Derek's Damn Toys back with another action figure review. Obviously, it's inside this box if you didn't know. But yeah, I got this package this morning. Been very excited to open it up, but I've been waiting patiently all day. I just got done watching Dynamite a few minutes ago. So I'm pretty excited for the upcoming pay-per-view this weekend. I'll probably be watching it. Mind you, when I record this, it'll probably be next week by the time you guys see it. So maybe you guys may have already watched Revolution. But as of the recording of this, pay-per-view hasn't happened yet. We saw the little brawl between Hayter, Soho, and Soraya or Paige, whatever you want to call her. What else was pretty notable on the card tonight? Hook versus Matt Hardy was a pretty alright match. That tag team battle royal was a pretty nice match. Very shocked with the winners. But that don't really matter. Why don't I get this open and then we can see what's on the inside of the box before I talk my fans' ears off too much. Well, that's if I really have any fans. But yeah, I don't know. How did you guys feel about tonight's episode? I thought it was a pretty decent episode, but some of you guys may think different. Some of you guys may not even like AEW. I know I am for one to say that AEW is not perfect, but it is also nice to have a more mainstream wrestling product that isn't just AEW. That isn't just WWE. We're also getting ROH. Technically tonight, because it is past 12 o'clock. But yeah, gotta love when everything's all bubble wrapped up. We could toss the box to the side there. Let's get homeboy up out of his plastic prison. You can tell it is the Elite 95 Jey Uso. And unlike some of the other figures I tend to buy on eBay, I actually got this one mint on card for no reason at all. Especially when you think about it, I got the Jey Uso with no package or anything, just the accessories. But this one, I found a pretty decent deal for a mint on card. And honestly, it was either buy it mint on card or wait for someone to post it loose. And so I said, screw it. And let's be honest, I want to say I technically spent more money on the J, because the J is here. And by the way, you see this is for the future product that I'm trying to make, the future project, the Pick Fed. Which, I mean, maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that. Because I don't know if I'll be posting the first episode before this or after this comes out. So, we'll see. But yeah, so let's get the package stood up. We got all the BS on the back of the box. If you choose to want to read it, you can pause. Got all the nice detail all over the rest of the box. Like I said earlier, Elite 95. I never do that. I don't know why I just did that. But anyway, I'm going to be right back. I really don't feel like trying to struggle getting this out of the box. So I'll be back. Alrighty, now that we've got Jimmy out of his plastic prison, why don't we go over some of these accessories? Which, as you can see, his alternative set of hands is the We the One hands. So he can do his signature pose with the fingers up. And technically, you could also use that for your J, which honestly, I'm just going to put him up in there so we can get a nice shot of both of the white and black attires next to each other. He also comes with the same little like flower necklace reef thing. I don't know what the hell they call that. Feel free to let me know in the comment section below, though. We've also got this Uso hat that is very warped. Like, I don't think that should look like that at all. But, hey, it's how it's gonna come, I guess. And then on top of it, the necklace that it came with is also a tiny bit warped, as you can see. But it's still got nice detail on it. All the accessories are pretty cool, and we will see all the accessories on him at some point. Now, he comes with this tag team title belt. It's a dull version of it, though. Kind of saddened to see that it was a dulled out version of it, because I could have used a shinier version for a certain purpose. But yeah, that's all of his accessories. Sorry if you hear the brown paper bag at my feet. But why don't we break down the figure itself? Which, first things first, let's get some of the more unique detail out of the way. Not that this is necessarily unique, but you don't see something like this on the J figure. It's got the nice low gold strip. Got the nice white shoes with the black joggers. He's got a black arm sleeve, which honestly, one thing I've considered doing, not that I really want to, but if, like, say if I had an extra Hurricane Elite, one thing I would love to do is take the white sleeve off of that J and put a black sleeve on it, so even though they've got different joggers, they still match with the shoes and stuff. But speaking of stuff that also doesn't match, unlike the J, because the J was from his match with Roman at Hell in a Cell, the Jimmy has the red streak in his hair, which is also a nice detail to point out. With the hair being longer, like I said, it should be with it being Jimmy, because Jay's got shorter hair. And just to show that off really quick, so you can see Jimmy's got longer hair, Jay's got shorter hair. Now, I will say I do understand where people do say these head sculpts do look very similar. People do say this is essentially just a J head sculpt. I see it, and then I also don't. I mean, after all, they are twins. They do look very similar. But getting into other stuff, we've got the nice tattoo detail in the arms, which, mind you, mine was having a little bit of a problem bending this shoulder, which isn't the worst thing, but honestly, not looking forward to having the heat treat that. But he does have nice little tattoo details there on the shoulder. He's got the nice little tattoo details on the inside and outside of his arm. Got the nice little chest piece. I wish I could get my chest fully done. I've got a little tattoo on my chest. Nothing like how they have it, though. at least in my opinion. But yeah, let's break down some of the articulation real quick. He can look down that far. He can look up about average, I'd say, because of his longer hair. You've got nice shoulder bend, and of course he's got shoulder rotation, a double bend in the elbow, upper bicep rotation, wrist rotation. Holy crap, that hand's a little tight. And wrist bend. He's got a decent ab crunch. A little stiff, but not loose. Nice waist rotation. He can kick up about that high. He could super kick about that high, which is good because an Uso should be able to super kick. Give me a second, I'm kind of messing up my display a little bit doing the review like this, but I figured we'd try it out from the room this time. He's got the upper thigh cut, double bend in the knee, got ankle cut, and he does have the ankle articulation, but I'm not going to force it because then that could lead to it being broken. But yeah, one thing I will try to force a little bit on camera so you guys might be able to see it is this arm real quick. So let's just, that's fully up, and it won't go fully in, at least I don't think. No, because there is a little bit of gap there where it could technically go in more. That's alright. Like I said, worst case scenario, I just gotta heat treat it a little bit. It bends fine upwards though, so not the biggest concern. But yeah, why don't I get the accessories on them, and we can talk about the figure and just what I think about it in general. Oh shit, I guess we'll be right back. Alrighty, you guys. Now that we've got him all decked up in his accessories, we've got him and his brother posing for the We the Ones pose. What do I gotta say about this, Jay? Well, for starters, I think the duo looks really nice up next to each other. Yeah, you've got one in black and one in white, so the attires aren't matching. But honestly, that's the least of my concern. So when I go to use these guys in a pick fed, it won't bother me as much. Maybe it might bother some of you, but personally, it won't bother me to have them coming out like this, because then it just shows the difference between the two themselves and you won't get them confused. Because I'm sure if they were both in matching attires, he didn't have a shirt on and he had a hat on, you know, I'm sure I might get these guys confused. Now, I know they're upcoming elites that they're coming out with. Jimmy, I want to say, is getting a... Isn't he getting a SummerSlam Build-A-Figure, like, elite? And I want to say Jay's supposed to be getting a Top Talents figure. And they're both going to be in matching Bloodline gear. I could have saved for that, but I also wanted this set too. This is probably one of my favorite sets that I've seen picture-wise besides the original Elite Usos that were in the green shorts. But that's just my opinion. The new set that's going to come out is probably going to be the best set of all time when it comes to that. At least up until, you know, the Ultimate Edition Usos get released. Because once that ringside exclusive 2-pack comes out, whew, man, those are going to become the best Uso figures for sure. One sad thing is, though, is that neither one of them will be thoroughly up to date, because I want to say they both got new tattoos, if not both of them. I know Jay at least got like palm trees on his rib cage. So I mean, the tattoos being outdated, I guess, is a little bit of a bummer. But can't really complain about it too much when these aren't based off of modern, like, yeah, modern day. They are modern day, but they aren't based off of an attire that just happened at a live event. Because I don't think we've even televised seen the new tattoo on Jey Uso just at live events. But that don't really matter. I'm already kind of cutting into the time a little bit longer than I thought I was going to. So what's my opinion on this? I think Jimmy is a good solid, I'd say he's a good solid 8 out of 10. Good solid, let's say 3 out of 5 stars. Only reason why I don't rate him any higher is just because of the accessories being a little warped. I don't even think I rated the J as high anyway, but I don't know. I can always go back and rewatch that review, especially with it actually being out today, because I posted that review right around the beginning of Dynamite. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. But on that note, I think we're going to cut this video. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for future content, especially with me having that pick fed coming out here soon. I hope you guys enjoy that, and maybe we can get a little bit of love around the pig fed community. But other than that, if you guys have Instagram or Twitter, I will have links to both of them in the description below. I want to say the Instagram post, or yeah, the Instagram link will be an Instagram post, though. It won't be just straight up to my account. But obviously from there, you just click on the name, you hit follow, and then you can go through and like my photos. You can leave a comment, you can do all that kind of stuff just like you can on here. But on that note, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day whenever you see this. Peace, yo.